Summer's coming up and who doesn't want abs, right? And I didn't expect there to be as much interest as there was to see what a body fat comparison chart looks like for women. So here it is for you guys. Honestly, I'm a little bit scared to even make this video because there's so much in the fitness industry that goes into just almost being underweight, almost starving yourself just so you get abs, just so you're skinny. So I'm just going to try to keep this as nuanced as I possibly can. So to start off, we know for men, we need to be at about 15% body fat to see our abs. But whereas for women, you want to be about 5% more. The equivalent is about 5% more. So if you see your abs at 15% for men, for women, it's closer to 20% just because they store fat a little bit differently. So in general, this is what it looks like. So when you look at about 12% range, bro, first of all, this is unhealthy. Try not to get there. Unless you're competing, unless you're doing some sort of bodybuilding show or something like that, there's no reason for you to ever be this low. It messes with your energy, your hormones. It's just not worth it. Your performance in the gym will suffer. Your day-to-day life kind of suffers. You don't want to be this low. It's basically the equivalent of a man being less than 10% body fat. So that means for most women, if you want to see your abs, if you want to look very lean, you want to be somewhere between 15 to 20% body fat. And just by looking at this, you might be wondering, wait, at 20%, I don't really see my abs. This is all just general. For most people, they're not that trained, right? Most people, they don't actually go to the gym, or maybe they're really new in the gym. This is what most body fat percentages actually kind of look like for most women. But like I said, this is general. Every body looks very different. Every person is very different. Let me show you what it looks like for when someone's more trained. So when Athlete X dropped this comparison chart way back in the day, right? This actually got a lot of hate because everyone was like, bro, there's no way 18 to 20%, this is way too lean. If I'm at 18 to 20%, I look nothing like this. I need to cut down way more. I need to get to that 10 to 12, 15 to 17 range even. But if you train, depending on how much muscle on you, you could even have abs at 21 to 23%. And a lot of it is genetics because genetically we just store fat very differently. No individual is a one-for-one comparison. I can honestly argue I even see abs at 24 to 26%. So a lot of it depends on your genetics, how long you've been training in the gym, all that stuff. But realistically, you don't want to be below 15%. I'm not even gonna lie, it's not even worth it. So if you're a woman and you want abs for the summer, you just want to be anywhere around 20% body fat, even a little bit higher. If you're trained, you can honestly get away with being even 22% body fat and you'll still have abs. But in general, bro, this is a chart for you. Here's one last look for all of you. And if you're more trained, here's a chart for you to look at here. And as always, just remember, it's not always black and white. There's so many other factors that go along with it, with genetics, with your hormones, with how long you've been training, all this stuff, right? With how you're eating, there's so many factors that go into it. But those are just really general photos for you to kind of look at. The more accurate estimate comes when you look at a bunch of photos like this. Is search a body fat comparison charts online, and you can kind of compare it for yourself to see what you look like, where you're at. But don't think you need to just lose a bunch of weight and starve yourself just to see your abs. It's nothing like that, bro. If you have some muscle on you, you go to the gym, you eat healthy, you do all this stuff, you'll even probably see your abs at 22%, which is actually a really healthy range. Put the work in, don't overthink it.